When most people hear the word winter, they think of snow, cold air, and the turning of the seasons. But for Kim Taehyung, V of BTS, it became something more. It became a narrative, a poetic portrait of longing and quiet warmth, a story about love that can feel icy in its distance, yet comforting in its familiarity. Like frost that glistens in the morning sun, today's conversation isn't just about a statistic or a streaming number. It's about artistry. It's about emotion. It's about a man who continues to reshape the very definition of being a modern global icon, and the news is now official. Winter Ahead, Taehyung's moving duet with the legendary South Korean ballad master Park Hyo-shin, has officially surpassed an extraordinary 400 million streams on Spotify. Take a moment to truly register that number, 400 million, and this, for a track released less than 12 months ago, in November 2024. But Winter Ahead is not simply a seasonal ballad. It's an intricate emotional landscape co-written by Taehyung and Park Hyo-shin. The song paints the stillness of a snowy night, the unspoken understanding between two people walking side by side, and the bittersweet awareness that the future may hold both separation and closeness. With this achievement, Winter Ahead now joins the prestigious lineup of Taehyung's other solo milestones that have broken the 400 million mark, standing alongside Love Me Again, Christmas Tree, Sweet Night, Friday, and Slow Dancing, building a legacy before the snow fell. Long before Winter Ahead took shape, Taehyung had already proven himself as a soloist capable of stopping the internet in its tracks. From the soft, aching intimacy of Sweet Night to the vintage romanticism of Slow Dancing, each release carved its own global wave, not only in South Korea but across continents. Yet Winter Ahead stood apart from his previous works. It was not a flashy, beat-driven anthem. It had no viral dance challenge. It was not designed to dominate TikTok. It was quiet, measured, deeply personal. Released at the close of November 2024, just as much of the world was settling into winter, it arrived like an unwrapped gift, meant to be experienced slowly, with care. Global reception and chart surprise listeners responded almost instantly. Within weeks, millions of streams poured in, not only from Korea but also from countries across Europe, North America, and Southeast Asia. Then came a surprise achievement. In December, Winter Ahead entered the Billboard Hot 100, debuting at position #99 for any non-English song, particularly a soft, seasonal ballad. To appear on this US chart is a remarkable feat. It wasn't Taehyung's first time on the Hot 100 either. In fact, it marked his 5th career entry there. Here's the breakdown. Christmas Tree, 2022. A heartfelt ballad featured in the K-drama Our Beloved Summer, which served as many listeners' first introduction to Taehyung's solo artistry. Love Me Again, 2023. A pre-release track from Layover, dripping with retro charm and smoky vocals. Slow Dancing, 2023. The dreamy, jazz-inspired centerpiece of Layover, further defining his unique sound. Friday, and 2024. A genre-blurring single that balanced themes of friendship and romance. Winter Ahead, 2024. The understated, reflective duet that crossed oceans without needing to shout. The power of two voices. A large part of the song's magic comes from its collaborative nature. Park Hyo-shin is a towering figure in South Korea's music scene, celebrated for his powerful voice and emotional depth. Partnering with him wasn't merely a stylistic choice. It was a statement of artistic intention. In Winter Ahead, the two voices don't merely harmonize, they converse. Taehyung's deep, steady baritone flows like a slow-moving river, while Park Hyo-shin's resonant tenor sweeps above it like a cold, graceful winter breeze. The result is a musical experience that feels intimate, as if the listener is sitting between two friends who somehow know exactly what's in your heart. Recognition beyond Korea. The song's recognition extended far beyond streaming milestones. Billboard included Winter Ahead in its special editorial feature, the 27 best winter songs for the season. That's no small accomplishment. The list spans decades of iconic music, timeless seasonal tracks that hold a place in millions of people's holiday playlists. Now, Taehyung's name appears alongside those legendary artists. For a Korean duet ballad to make such a culturally relevant Western list is rare. It signals that the song is no longer just a K-pop achievement. It's become part of the world's shared winter soundtrack. Another song, another spotlight. Meanwhile, Taehyung's 2024 single Friday and made a cultural splash of its own in 2025 when it appeared in the third season of Amazon Prime's hit drama The Summer I Turned Pretty. The placement was perfect. The song's tender yet bittersweet tone matched the show's complex, intertwined romances. For viewers unfamiliar with Taehyung, it served as an unforgettable introduction to his voice. Moments like these often turn casual listeners into devoted fans, extending his reach beyond traditional music platforms. A discography of emotion. One of the most compelling aspects of Taehyung's solo career is how his music manages to be both deeply personal and universally resonant. Sweet Night whispered comfort to those lying awake at night. Love Me Again carried the yearning of someone afraid their love might not be returned. Slow Dancing invited listeners to pause in a relentlessly fast-paced world. Winter Ahead gently reminds us that warmth can still be found in the year's coldest moments. From an industry perspective, surpassing 400 million streams is a monumental success. IT places Winter Ahead among the most streamed Korean solo releases of its time, but more importantly, it reinforces Taehyung's consistent ability to create songs with lasting appeal. Tracks that remain meaningful well beyond their release window. Looking ahead, this milestone doesn't feel like the conclusion of a chapter. If anything, it feels like the turning of a page. Industry insiders are already murmuring about potential new projects, possibly a follow-up to Layover. Some fans believe Winter Ahead's reception could inspire a thematic, seasonal body of work. Others hope he will explore more duets after the undeniable magic of his partnership with Park Hyo-shin. Whatever direction he chooses, one thing is clear: Taehyung is not chasing trends. He is crafting a legacy, one carefully considered song at a time. Why it matters? Perhaps that's why each milestone he reaches feels more profound than the last. With Taehyung, it's never just about the number. It's about the pause his music creates, the way a lyric resurfaces in your mind when the room is quiet, the uncanny feeling that a song, written by someone far away, has somehow become yours. As Winter Ahead plays for its 400 millionth time. Maybe take a moment to do exactly what his music invites you to: stop, breathe, and let the sound, the season, and the story fold around you, like a scarf pulled close against the winter air.